Hello, my friends. How are we today? Happy Thursday. I hope everybody is doing well. I was like rushing here. I looked and I saw it's like go live, and my coffee is still brewing. Can you hear it? So let's see who's with me today. My nose is itching too, and I think it's because perhaps I have a cat hair, or perhaps it's from yarn, because that was what always happens. But look what I pinned together, you guys, the strawberry bag. This is Shy's pattern, and I am going to start sewing it together. And so very excited. I did make an extra square, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Or maybe I'll make an extra square, and then I can, I don't know, make like a little change purse or something. I think that the circle, the holes in it are not big enough for change to fall out of, so that might be cute. Something as another option. But hello, Sam and Lisa, and Andy's working in the background, and Rebecca, and we've got Janabelle in the house. Hello. Glad you could make it too. Yes. Party time. That's right. It's party time. I didn't even get the music started. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm just running around. Look at me here. So what is everybody else working on while I get this set up? I'm doing pretty good, feeling a little frazzled, obviously, but that's, that goes without saying. That's usually the case. So we will get this started. Hopefully it's not a good, or it is a good one rather. All right, there we go. We got a little background track here. Hi, Mandy. Good to see you. Okay, so I need to go get my coffee. I just heard it finish. So talk amongst yourselves for 2 shakes. I will be right back. I'm going to go grab it, and then we can get started on getting this all seamed together. I'm excited. And meanwhile, you can look at Tiny Chef, who I finished. Can you guys see him? Oh, yeah, he's in the picture. Tiny Chef. Although I put... silly of me, I put green behind him, so you can't really see him all that well on. But I'm very excited. I finished him up. So, and a friend of mine here on the streets, her name is Suki. I don't know if Suki's in the house, but she actually, because I'm her first member, she just was able to get monetized. And so I joined her membership, and she was so excited. And she sent me really cool box of, it's like it's a Korean brand coffee. What is it called? Let me see. It's a big yellow box. It's called Maxim. And it's like in Korea, and a lot of the businesses, they'll have those little, it's just like an instant kind of coffee, and they're in little individual packets. You pour it in, and then you just add the hot water, and there you go. So that's what I'm drinking. So thank you, Suki, for that. That was so sweet of you. She just wanted to thank me for being a first member. So it's nice to be on that end of things too, Yes, this is my Kirby cup. And then it has on the back side. So, yeah. Hi, Shade. How is it going, my friend? Good morning, everyone. It's been a relaxing and slow morning. Kids slept in, and so did I. I was very much needed. Yeah. That was me this morning. So my alarm is set to go off at 5. Usually I'm able to just jump out of bed. I go downstairs. I do my workout. I do a workout video or whatever on YouTube for half an hour, and then I start getting ready. But lately I've had a really hard time getting up in the morning. And today was no different. And when I finally did wake up, it was like 10 to 6. So then I was rushing around trying to get the kids ready, and oddly enough, it was a hard day for me to get up. They actually got up on their own today, both of them. So I was like, all right, of all the days, I'm very happy that today is the day that you chose to take care of your own self, as I'm here struggling to take care of myself, So anyway, oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody's saying hi to everybody. All right, so the way that she does her attaching of squares, and she does this on the Sakura Blossoms purse bag, which is another one I want to make too of Shy's, is that she works in the back loops of both squares. So you're getting that little ridge around each of the boxes as well. Hi, Quee, good to see you. My birthday is in 19 days, and I literally woke up with a headache. Aw. So in 19 days from today is your birthday? Happy early birthday. And sorry you woke up with a headache. Perhaps you need coffee. That's always my go-to, right? I'm like, I got a headache, I need coffee. My kids are always like, or my daughter especially, Mom, you gave up wine and you know, but why not coffee? And I'm like, don't take away all the joy in you know, in life. I need my coffee, please. I have to draw the line somewhere. I'm like, alcohol, fine. Peace out. I'm good without coffee. I don't know. I could switch to decaf if I had to. I like the flavor of coffee. It's just, I like it. And it's a hot beverage. It's like a happy place, you know? So even tea works too. Little bit because I finally have the room to myself. I'm currently working on a crochet tutorial right now. So it's super exciting. Oh, what are you making for your first crochet tutorial? How exciting. You're crocheting a dress, but I'm not following any pattern. I'm crocheting my own pattern for my dress. That's so great. Well, and then you use your own measurements and, you know, hopefully everything comes out exactly how you want it to be. Okay. So here we go. Here we go now. Let's do this. So yesterday I had my members live. So if you were here yesterday and, you know, I repeat on some of the stuff that we talked about, I apologize. But yeah, we were talking about how I had gone to Joann's recently. What's up? Is in the house. Hi, my dear. So I did. I went to Joann's the other day. I didn't get anything, but they had a decent chunk of yarn there, and they were trying, they had so many stacked up in this one room that I could see. It was a tower. It was like one of those places that you would see maybe at a hoarder's house, you know, where it was like they were stacked 6-7 boxes high. People were going in between them trying to get yarn out of boxes and stuff. And I wanted to dive in so badly, you guys. I really, really did. But there were too many workers there, and I got shy, and I was like, I'm not going to do it. I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to walk around, and I didn't get anything. But yeah, the worker there was telling me, honestly, they could fill the entire store with yarn. They have so much yarn and more coming from the warehouses. So, but the fact that Hirschner's is going to pick up Big Twist has me not so worried about getting Big Twist right now, you know? So I don't feel like I have to. I feel like I'm good, you know, but we don't know yet which of the lines of Big Twist they're going to pick up. If it's going to be all of them, if it's going to be only certain colorways, you know, only certain styles, all that. So we don't really know. We just know they're picking up the brand, right? So if there was one I saw and I really wanted it, I would get it, but they just didn't have them out. Yeah. Going into lurk mode. Janabelle is going into lurk mode for her tutorial. Sounds like a plan. Okay. So I am stitching this together here. I wonder though, if you're doing it, I'm thinking out loud here. As you get into a corner space, if you're connecting 3 squares together, maybe you just connect 2 on one and then you go over and connect the other 2. Hi, Rudy. Good to see you. Hola. Posh is your main. Yeah. You know, Posh is probably, I could see that being one that they would pick up for sure. That's it's like such a basic, right? That and probably the value, I bet you they'll pick up. And then some of the other ones are just kind of, I think they experimented with them. And so they may pick up some of them. They might not pick them all up. Who knows, right? You're doing adulting before you head to work. Laundry and dishes. Nice. Okay. So my question is, I'll lift it up so you can see. Okay, so if you're going into a corner and the corner has multiple squares to connect, would you connect these 2 squares first and then go over in the same, almost like an increase, and then connect it to the other one? Do you know what I mean? Is that how you guys would approach it? Let me know if you have any thoughts on that. Andy and Rebecca. Yeah, good to see everybody. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try it because I can't think of any other way that that would really work to connect all three together. Or maybe it doesn't. You know what? It probably doesn't even really matter. And I'll tell you why. Because in hers, you're basically connecting along a diagonal, then flipping it over, and then going back up the diagonal. So that's probably kind of a moot point, I guess. Hi, Judy. Good to see you. Thank you, Shade. It's looking really cute. Yes, I agree. I just need to like get my head on so I can, well, I guess I am kind of doing what I was just talking about. I'm going to go in. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll just see how it works. We'll work on it together. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's okay. All right, I took out a stitch marker. I took out the first one. So yeah, so she gets the, this is exact, this, oh my God, what are words? I cannot speak. The way that she's connecting them is how I connect the front and the back of the sunflower. The reason I connected them that way in those back loops to leave the ridge was because where the connection is in between the two ridges is where you attach the petals. So you get to keep the nice ridge around the face and then around the back part as well. So that's why I did that. But it's always interesting, right, to see how we designers decide to structure things. Hi, Lana. How's it going today? Happy to see you too. I am finally getting this strawberry bag in order. So I think you guys probably remember when I was making the strawberry squares, I had said, yeah, I think I've made some extra ones. I don't know. I wasn't too sure, but so I made that one extra. The other thing that I did differently than Shy, not intentionally, of course, this is just how I roll. But the other thing that I did was she made the dark red squares. She made them in the different patterns. Okay, I'm going to try this again. So the light pink that I did was the dark red on hers. And the dark red on mine is what she did in white. And the reason it had to be that way was because I basically didn't make enough of the dark red squares to have them be in the same pattern that she did. So that was my bad. But I think, it's fine. It's all going to work out just fine. I just ended up kind of flipping the darker color to the lighter colored square pattern and vice versa. And it worked out fine. But it was just funny. I'm like, why am I running out of dark red squares already? Did I not make enough? And I was like, no, I made too many of one and not enough of the other. So it'll work out. You got a new phone and the autocorrect is driving you nuts. Aww. You can turn that off in your settings, I think, because I can't stand the autocorrects. Does anyone have any advice on working with super chunky blanket like yarn? I'm thinking about starting a small blanket. Okay, so you're not doing an ami with it, you're doing a blanket. So you won't need to do a magic ring, so that's good. Magic rings with blanket yarn are, if like I do the double magic ring, that's kind of hard to do with blanket yarn. So I would have suggested to do just the regular magic ring. But for using it for a blanket, just make sure you have the right hook size that you like working with. So for blankets, I don't know what the standard is, but what you guys that make blankets, what do you guys think? Maybe like a 6 millimeter? I'm not too sure how big blankets hook sizes are, but you just want to make sure not to go too small because blanket yarn is so chunky. It's going to get frustrating if you go too small. So, but I like working with blanket yarn. I think it's one of those things you either love it or you hate it. right? But I think it's fun. I like making amis with it. So if my husband had not disconnected my camera and he didn't reattach it, I would have the top down so you guys could see this better. I can hold it up though so you can see it better. For super chunky yarn, I'd get 10 or 12 millimeter. Yeah, see, I think I'm still thinking of amis. You need a much bigger hook than for a blanket. Probably depends too on what stitches you're working on, you know, or what are you doing, like a granny square versus something else. When I went to Joann's the other day, there was one skein and it was clear, like they're already starting to sell off the fixtures, like anything. If they've cleared out an area, then they take it down and then they start selling even shelving and everything else. But there was one skein that clearly had no place because I don't know if it's gone, if it's not around anymore or what, but I'd never seen it. It was big twist and kind of a rainbow sort of pattern color, but it had wool in it and it also had mohair and one other one. So it was very kind of halo-y looking. It was very interesting. It was rough for me. Like, I think it would be itchy for me. That's why I didn't get it. But I could see other people really liking that for maybe a wearable or something like that if the wool doesn't bother you. Hi, Sonia. How's it going? It'll probably be a super thick fabric. Oh, that's true, Mandy. Yeah, very true. I haven't made a blanket in the 5 years of crocheting. Never? You've never done a blanket? Actually, have I done I don't think I've really done a blanket. Well, no, that's not true. I did my corner to corner Grafghan blankets. So yes, I've done blankets. Not in the just go back and forth though on a full blanket. I've never done that. The only thing I've done that for is knitting in the round, actually. Like on the circular needles. I've done knitted blankets before, but let me correct that. I've done knitted blanket. And it was one that I gave up on at one point because I'm like, am I ever going to finish this? My mom took it and she finished it for me. I said, Mom, if you finish it, you can keep it. She did. I'm like, I guess I lost my, what is Crojo for knitting? Knit Joe? It was gone. So she finished that. I don't know if she could do that anymore though with, you know, arthritis and everything else. But it was funny. You started 3 blankets. You've just never finished one. Yeah, so I had started a baby blanket when I started this baby blanket before Lizzie was born. So that's how old it is, right? It's over 8 years old. And my intention was to have it as a little lap blanket for when she was in her car seat. And so I think I got it and gotten it about to yay length. Okay. And then whatever the width was, it wasn't huge. They still sell the yarn I used too. And it was one that I saw at that bougie shop, but it was kind of in jewel tones, but it's a variegated. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, she's already 8. Obviously, I'm not going to need it for a baby blanket. So I don't know if I frog it or if I do it as a giveaway kind of thing where you get the yarn plus the project. I haven't decided what I want to do with it yet. Because I have no intentions with the yarn that I bought. The yarn is very kind of fluffy, but it's not a blanket yarn by any stretch. It's just that the skein is fluffy. You know what I mean? Like in the way that they make it into the skein, it's very round looking, but there's 2 of them. So I did you started 3 fair trade. Finished my first ever blanket after 30 years. Was that the month one? Or the daily one that you did for temperature, the temperature blanket? You did 2 last year, but never made one before. I've got parts of one that's 20 years old. Oh, is that the one you were working on that recently, Rebecca, weren't you? She's not into dolls really, Mandy, anymore. And it would be too big for the 2 dolls that she's been playing with recently are the 2 that I micro crocheted her. So they're like Wednesday and Coraline are about maybe like that. So, hi, Jen. How's it going? I hope your day is going well. So I think for them, it's too big, you know, it's too big for them. It's too small for a regular doll, like an American Girl doll. Plus she got rid of all of hers. I don't know. I'll bring it out next time. I'll try to remember to bring it out so you guys can see what it looks like. You pick it up every now and then. And that was the, I'm trying to remember what it looked like. Wasn't it like little squares or something? Small blankets I make for their stuffies. That's cute. She's already told me I need to make more outfits for Coraline because Wednesday I had made a few little outfits for her so she can change her into the different ones. But with Coraline, it was just, she came with her yellow raincoat that you can take off. And then other than that, did she have anything else? I don't think she had anything else. Maybe a bag. But I think it was just the raincoat. So she's like, she needs more clothes, Mom, and you need to make Enid. She wants Enid. So I think there is an Enid pattern actually by the same designer. So I could do. Yes, the eye sweater. Yep. Should have wrote the pattern down when I was making the first panel. Now I don't know how I made it. Oh no. So you were making up your own pattern, Winsome. I didn't know that. Should you knit the blanket instead? I have circular needles and I think 20 millimeter needles. I used to knit 5 years ago and then I got into crochet the past 3 years. Well, did you enjoy knitting or are you enjoying crochet more? Which one do you like better? I would go with whichever one you like better because you're going to be making it for a while since it's a blanket. Yeah, your kids are requesting Amis. You're like, really? How about another wearable? No, Mom, I want a strawberry bunny or what the one you made. Okay, so I'm getting to the next joins. Let me see which one I'm joining to. I just want to make sure I'm joining to the right ones here. I know I pinned them, but I didn't pin every little thing. Okay, I see. Okay, let me just readjust my pins here. Here we go. So I'll take this pin out. That'll help me out a lot. Okay. Hi, Vima. How's it going? Going to eat. You're going to eat your tea? Maybe drink your tea? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Free. Okay. One of the s'mores bunny now wants a campfire one. A campfire bunny? That sounds cute. Freehanding it because the girl that made it didn't make a tutorial. Oh, I gotcha. So you're being inspired by somebody else's make. You just are creating your own pattern. Gotcha. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Calcifer. My little calcifer that hangs with me. But that would be a cool one. I know that they have patterns for calcifer, so you'll have an easy time of finding one. Do they like Howl's Moving Castle? I forgot if... I know you've watched some of those with the kids, but... Oh, that means evening meal. Okay, here we go. We're going to get into this next one here. Let me take this one out. Okay. It's like if you don't pin them all together, then they all start flipping around and you don't want to attach them upside down or something. Okay, let's see here. I don't want to do this one. Let's do it like this. No, I'm sorry. I'm splitting yarn here. Hang on. Bear with. Let me just get this little corner stitch here so I can know that they're not going to come apart. So yesterday I went to, I took the Bravos that Kim sent me, the big one and the little, I attached the little ones to my kids' backpacks, and then I took them to a nearby school area, and they were out for the day, so there was, you know, a few straggling people walking around, but there was no really kids or anything. And then I set up the backpacks in different locations. Like a kid might have set their backpack down and showed Bravo that was hanging on the backpacks. So I did like a photo shoot with them, and then it was so fun because there was actually a school bus that was parked on kind of the side where there's like a field area, and they hold games like baseball games and stuff over there. And so it was parked. There wasn't anybody there, but I parked kind of away from it. But I got some nice shots where it's like the big Bravo and the school bus is in the background of the shot. I thought it was pretty good for an amateur photographer. Sounds like, all right, I got some good shots. I was very pleased with myself. So I was thankful that whoever was driving the bus had left it there, because every time I'd see a school bus going by, I'm thinking, gosh, it'd be so cool to get some pictures of Bravo on the buses. But, you know, how am I going to get that? So that was pretty fun. All right, I've attached the corners, and now I am working my way down the next 2 squares to attach them. You're going to turn it off. Well, I think it's trying to add Polish in there too, right? Because there were some Polish words, which I could still understand though. Oh, she's having a One Piece birthday next month, and she loves anime. One Piece, is that that's the one with it's got like the fruits and the kid that's wearing a kind of a tannishy hat, and I think it's got like a red band around it or something. Yes, we do want to do that, where we'll have packages that you can bundle and get the books and get the plushies and stuff like that. We're also going to look into manufacturing plushies as well, just so that way large quantities could be ordered if they want to. So we're going to do that. And then, yeah, and I sent Kim some ideas for cover art yesterday, and she loved them. So. Seminary and Polishy ones. Right? Oh my gosh. It's 1:27 where you are, Rudy. It's 11:29 where I'm at in the morning. Yeah. When the autocorrect, it's trying. It's just not succeeding very well, right? I live to read month next year, so I would love to incorporate it into our school. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm just like, is this getting flipped around? Yeah, that would be amazing. So I've got, the reason I'm doing all the photographing is because I need to build the website for Bravo. So I needed, you know, images with the Bravo characters that she's made. And then, you know, some images are coming from Kim as well. But the other thing I did was I took them over to Lizzie's school, because she has one that's a physical location, so you can talk to the teacher and such, even though it's mostly done online. And so we were going there yesterday anyways, and so I asked her if I could take some pictures in the classroom. So I did get some of Bravo in the classroom as well, which was really fun. The bigger one, the bigger Bravo. So the only thing I haven't gotten any pictures of yet was with kids. I was thinking of having my own kids like walking away with their backpacks on, and so I could get some nice shots of that. So those are the only kind of images that I'm 100% missing. I might be able to get into like her other elementary school, the other one, and see if I can get some pictures in some of the different rooms. I'll be creepy. It's okay. I know some of the teachers that work there, so I'll be like, so I'm doing this thing. Can I go take pictures like in your gym and in your library? And I'm sure it will get to that point pretty soon, because I know she's got Kim has Bravo going all these different places and in the school, and so having images to go along with those books would be really fun. Hi, Gianna. No worries. Glad you could make it. All right, so we've gotten the first straightaway just about done, and then I have to wrap it around and keep going. So that's where we're at. I did start, well, yesterday with the members live, I did start the next Yip Yip. I have not gotten very far though. This is as far as I've gotten. So compared to, I haven't even built it up to the size that he needs to be, because you can see he's a lot wider than this. So I'm going to have to work on that too. And let me know too, if you want me to work on that instead, I certainly can do that. I'm just working on this bag because I don't know, it's so cool when you finally pin it together and you're like, I can see that it's going to be a bag now, you know? Hi, Amber. Good to see you. You've almost forgot the time. I hope your school's going good today. It's going to look so cute together. I think that's the Yip Yips, right? Hi, Blue Socks. How are you? When I used to have so I did a lot of talk to text. I have an Apple Watch. I just don't use it as much anymore, but I should. But anyways, I would do talk to text, and it became kind of a big joke whenever I would send a message, because obviously it never could hear exactly what I was trying to say. And so people would have to read them out loud and try to phonetically hear what I was trying to say. So don't, right, Mandy? She does gingham squares in her Sakura blag. I'm turning into the little chef, you guys. Blag. I can't talk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, me too, Gianna. Yeah, her Sakura bag is so cute. So cute. But she does hers in pinks and mint tones. Lizzie's already said this bag is for her, so I figure if I make the Sakura one, then that could be my bag, and then we'd have kind of matchy shy bags. Oh, you're getting over being sick. That's no fun. Okay. I'm just flipping it so I can see where I'm at here. Okay, I got it. Because when I get into those spaces where I need to kind of, I should connect 3 together, I just want to make sure I'm grabbing the right corners and all of that. Okay, I think it's this one. Oops. There we go. Elbow deep into making the tinny. Oh, cool. That's so cool, Amber. I can't wait to see how that works up. That's a very good idea, to take your scraps and making these little squares that build on each other, because it's like you're connecting as you go rather than making a whole bunch of squares like what Rebecca had done, and she's having to sew them all together, you know. It's like you're doing it as you go, so less daunting that way, I should think. Yeah, I know, I apologize. I should have this held up better, but this is the bag. So I've already made all the squares. You can kind of see how it wraps around, right? I've attached one side on this one. No, it's on this side that I attached it. Hang on. I had it right the first time. So I've gone, where am I here? I've gone from there all the way down. Then it wraps around. So now I'm taking where I'm at here and I'm going to go back up this direction. Hi, Tracy. So this is going to be, she calls it the strawberry, what is it? Strawberry tote bag is what she's calling it. So I have a strawberry tote bag. I think she uses hers as a purse though. I've seen her in her videos using hers. Isn't it so fun? I love the little seed bead details, and she does that on her Sakura Blossom bag as well. She does the little seed beads, but she does ones that are kind of like they remind me of little opal, kind of opalescent, where you get all the different rainbowy tones, but then the overall color is almost like a pearl, but then you see all the different colors on it. It's really pretty. So I am a fan. Okay, here we go. Now these two are getting picked up, and now I can hold it up. I am just glad to be finally stitching it together. I'm going to do the inner lining for sure, just because I think, especially with any kind of purse or bag that you're making with crochet, it just gives it stability, and it'll make it so that the yarn doesn't stretch out with whatever you're putting in there. Yeah, Gianna, my daughter picked out the fabric lining, and it's perfect. It screams like summertime picnic. So this was the little fabric bit that she picked out, and it'll look so pretty as the inner lining, don't you think? It's got like all the same colors in there, and I might put even I might do an extra pocket on the inside if I'm feeling saucy. And I mean, here I am. I'm not even a sewer, so we'll see if I can even do that. But it's just a rectangle, right? Probably make my way through that. I think so. Okay. Yeah, I have so many scrap balls, Amber. I need to do something with them. Whenever I'm doing anything with Amis, I always look in there first to try to see if I can't use those up, because, you know, we need to get rid of them, right? But having them be purposeful like that seems like a very good idea to me. Hi, Lydia. Amber, are you going to do different kinds of yarn, or are you doing all acrylic yarns for your scrap blanket? Right, Gianna? This is going to be so cute. I'm not going to want to part with it, but I know Lizzie's has her eye on it. It was originally to make for her as a Christmas gift, but I was not fast enough. I had too many gotta starts, and then I started too many projects and finished them all. So now I'm just trying to go back and do them all. Try to accomplish something, right? But, you know, the other thing she did on the Sakura one, which would be super cute on this one, is making a little, what do they call those? They're like a purse dangle. They just put a clip and then they'll clip it on, making an actual just little strawberry one. So don't make it into a granny square, just make the little strawberry. You could even do one half of it the lighter color, one half of it the darker color, and then connect them. And then if they flip, you get to see both colors, right? That would be cute. Oh, you just woke up, Lydia, not too long ago. Good way to use it up. I'm using all four weight acrylic, so they won't be different sizes. Yeah, I was wondering about that. That makes sense. Which, if you have, like, most of the stuff that I have in my bins that are all scrap yarns, those are all mostly acrylic. I'll have a random one here and there that is something else that I used for a project, but I would say mostly acrylic. I've been getting a bee in my bonnet. I want to start another mosaic project, but I haven't. I'm pushing myself to finish projects, you know. I did start recently the two projects, the Yip Yip earrings and then the Little Chef. So I finished Little Chef. I still need to finish the Yip Yips. So those were two in addition to the ones I'd already planned to finish. Red Heart Big Twist and Hobby Lobby. Yeah, those are all kind of, they're so similar that I don't think that's going to make a huge difference. One that does make a big difference, though, is a lot of times I would find like the Sunflower Face tone was originally in a Lion brand color, and their Lion brand ones are softer and they tend to make things smaller than the regular acrylic ones that I was used to using. They are acrylic. They're 100% acrylic too, but they just, for whatever reason, I think just the softness of them, I guess, it does not come out the same size. So, hand pain, oh, with your tendonitis, ouch. No, hand pain is no bueno. It's not fun to get that. All right, here we go. Now we've gotten to the next one. This is fun. It's mostly mindless, except for when you get to these corner bits and you're like, okay, wait, hang on. I want to make sure I attach this properly. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, good. I got scared for a sec. It went all wonky donkey, the bag did, on how it's faced. And I saw that I was like, it was looking like an arc. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? But that was on the bend of the bag, like on the fold. That's why. Hi, Cal. How are you today? Oh, thank you so much, Cal. This is not my pattern. It's Shy's pattern. But isn't that pretty? I'm very excited. I'm excited to finally be putting it together. It's been such a long process getting this bag to completion. So, and we're not there yet, but we're getting there. So we will. I see the end is near. The end is in sight. Okay. And I don't know if you guys remember when I was making the squares, but do you remember how I said that I must have been looking when I went to get the reds? It must have been dark because I realized that I picked two different red tones of the outer side of the red, right? I don't know if you guys can really tell, but what I ended up doing was I put the ones that were in the one red tone on one side of the bag and then the others on the other side of the bag. So that way you wouldn't notice, like nobody's going to look at it and notice. And even if you flip the bag, you're not going to be thinking about the other red, if that makes sense. So I was like, all right, I'm just glad I made an even amount of the two shades that I had. Yeah, hopefully that helps, Lydia, for sure. Gardening, and we took down our old house and I was lifting all the stone and my hands hurt so bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, no worries, Cal. I get it. No worries. Using all the colors randomly and keeping them far enough apart. Yeah. I know. I'm not as good at that as I'm not good at that at all either, Amber. The perfectionist in me wants there to be a pattern, but I also love when there isn't a pattern and I see other people's work and I'm like, gosh, that's so cool. It's like they planned it that way, but maybe they didn't. They probably didn't have a pattern, right? They were trying to make it so it didn't look like it was in any sort of pattern. Those always look really neat, but I am just like, I have such a hard time letting go of the control of that. So yes, this week was a little different. I actually did a live on Monday, a regular live open to anyone. And since I did the one on Monday, I made Wednesday the members live, and then I did today for Thursday. Generally, it is a Wednesday, Thursday thing right now. So that's still the same. Okay, here we go. Back to my strawberries here. Back to my strawberries. Okay, let's do this one in here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one. And I figured they don't have to be perfect, you know. As long as the corners line up, I think it's fine. Even if they're not, you're not 100% perfect with the stitches and stuff. Should be just fine. It'll be fine. Thank you, Kel. Yes, don't forget the thumbs. Oh, good job. Now you get to edit, right? It's the fun part. I don't think, well, some people like editing. I shouldn't say nobody likes editing, because that's not true. Some people do like editing. I don't. Because I want mine to look very aesthetic, like the ones I see, and I can never get it how I want it. So I get frustrated. But those that make the aesthetic-y kind of videos where it's like cozy vibes and stuff, I adore those videos. I don't know how they make it look so effortless. And then I go to do that myself and I just can't. I feel like I can't get it how I want it, you know, which gets frustrating. So, your daughter is safe. Who are we talking about, Cal? What happened? I hope all is well. All right, here we go. Going through the next straightaway. You like editing? Yeah, it's not bad. It just takes so long. I don't mind doing it. It's just that if it took a little less time, I think I'd like it a lot more. And the only reason it takes so long is because I have to cut so much of what I do out because I mess up or I say something that I say too many times, like, so that's what I say a lot. I try to cut out as much of that as I can, so it's not annoying. But it's, you know, then it just ends up being more I have to crop out of the videos and I have to listen for it too. Because maybe that's because I don't script. I don't script what I say, and it's probably obvious, but I don't think I would remember it anyway, and I think it would be obvious if I was trying to read off a prompter, so I just wing it. I basically am like, okay, I know what I want to talk about, so I'm just gonna go for it. Do anybody else, like, do you guys script yourself when you do your videos? I'm just like, okay, today I'm going to be talking about this. All right, so let's just see what happens. We'll just go with it. Yeah, it's another hobby, right? Yep. I just think for me, editing slows me down from doing content, and I want to just get stuff out, but I can't because I have to edit, and I'm just so slow at it. If I was faster at it, I wouldn't mind. It's easier for you to silence the video, exactly, right? If you had to. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to your daughter, and it involves everybody, right? So, and she's okay though. She's okay now. I'm hoping that all is well now, even though, you know, it's hard in the moment, but I'm glad she's out of that. Hopefully. Hi, Angela. How's it going? How's it going? I have yet to try my furls hooks, you guys. So that is one thing I wanted to do. I was hoping, I couldn't remember what size hook I used on this bag, so I had to look it up in the video, and I found that it was a 3.5, and the smallest one I got a 4 and a 4.5 that I won on Kimmy, the crochet cabin. I won it on Kimmy's live for her podiversary, so I got them, but I haven't gotten to use them yet. So it is the same. It's the same hook size. This is the G plus, the 4.5. So the 4 though is the same size I use for the Hexi wrap. So I think next time I work on the Hexi wrap, I'm going to try it and see if I like them or not. Hi, Jeanette. Good to see you. I can't not edit though, you guys. Like, I can't not edit. Because I do multiple takes. I usually will have somebody interrupt them at some point, whether that's a kid or an in-law or something. Somebody comes in or somebody says stuff. I have to cut it out, you know. I've had ones where Sean like sneezes in the other room and it's so loud, or it's like I have to cut it out, you know. Working on a horse, and I'll be glad to get this thing done. You're working on a horse? Like a plushy horse? Yeah. A lot of problems when she's not here with me. Yeah. I just want her to be safe. We can just put our kids in a little bubble. That would be nice. We'll just put them in a bubble and then they can't get hurt, you know. My daughter's asking me today, Mom, how old do I need to be before I can date? I'm like, you're 8, Lizzie, you're 8. You can't even drive yet. How about when you can drive, you know? Like, I was like, you could have a friend that you talk to more than usual, like than your other friends. How about that? How old do I have to be to date? I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow. Scary. What's up, Marilyn? You just flipping around, honey? Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, Angela. Post a picture. It's been around a while, and her cat was meowing the whole time. Like, Mom, 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 give me attention, Mom. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and then, I don't know. It's tough. I get not wanting to have to edit, but I definitely have to edit. I don't think I could do it without editing. Okay, so where am I? I've almost gotten back to the point of, so she has you crochet up half the length of the top part, the top edging part. I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't know yet because I haven't watched that part of the video, but I'm not sure if that's because of how you do the handles or not, but I just know that that's what she said to do. If she was here, I would ask her. Shy, can you give me a one-on-one coaching, please, on how to do this? All right, so I've got that corner. So I can take this one off. I love when you can take out the stitch markers that you've pinned the project together with. The cardie is going really well. So all the parts are attached now. I could actually put it on, but the ends are not sewn in, and I still have to do all the ribbing. So all the ribbing at the bottom, the wrap, like the wrap on the front, and the ribbing that goes down the sides of the front. I have not done those yet. Oh, hello. How's it going? Nothing but skincare. Oh, you're doing skincare now too. Cool. All right, let me get this other corner here, going in this direction. And then we will just have that one attached as well. Then I can just work up the side, and then this particular length will be done. And then I'll have to pick up another length and probably do the same thing. Oh, gotcha. All right, have a good one. Okay. This one we are almost done with this side. And then we'll pick up another side at some point here. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. Okay. So Sarah's got 2 channels, right? There's quite a few people that have multiple channels. I mean, I technically have multiple channels, although I haven't been doing the Yummy Cats one much lately. All right, let me just check on the other side so I can make sure I'm going about the same. And now I can fasten that side off. Your wrist, how can you do things with a hand-based glove on when you want to do your craft? So I've had pain that's shot down here. I don't know if that's where you're getting your pain, Lydia. I've never been one that really enjoys the wrist, the compression wrist guards that you put on that you're supposed to work with, still crochet with. I think they give me a claustrophobic feeling because I can't move my hands very well in them. So I just haven't found a good one yet. I don't know if that might help you though, if you don't get that feeling of if constricting feeling is not triggering for you, then I think that might help. I would have helped me, but it just causes that. It's like when you have a necklace and it gets caught on something, that kind of feeling for me. Oops, sorry, make the whole thing jiggle. Okay, so this side is done. Let me do a slip stitch to connect. Here we go. You have neuropathy and arthritis in hands. Do lots of stretching, stress balls, and also hold ice water bottles when swelling. Oh, wow, that would help for sure. Let the hook do the work instead of my wrist. Yeah. Yeah, this movement a lot is not conducive to crocheting. It hurts after a while, right? So, but yeah, definitely taking breaks when you need to is important. Cut most of my sweatshirts at the neck, or else I feel like I'm being choked. I know, I don't like turtlenecks. I don't like them. Nope. Overalls would be okay if they're super tight though. No. I don't wear overalls, but I've been seeing a lot of moms wearing these really cute looking ones. And I'm like, I don't think I could pull it off though. But they're wearing ones that are almost like made out of this material. It seemed like, almost like a polyester or something. And they're very flowy. They don't hug anywhere they shouldn't, all that stuff. Yeah, I just like Kel, when Lizzie's getting behind me and she's like sitting on my back. I mean, you've seen, she goes like a monkey sometimes. When she's on my back in between the chair and I can't move or whatever, I start stressing out. I mean, hopefully it doesn't show, but I do start stressing out because I feel constricted and I can't extend where I need to. So oh, no worries, Danabelle. I can't wait to see your tutorial. I hope it's easy to edit for you. Like a romper, I know. Oh, you found some? Mandy, if you found some good rompers, please send me a link. I really want to be a romper person. Like I've bought rompers for my daughter before, and they look so cute on her. Maybe after I lose a little bit more, then I'll feel more confident. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. So now I'm going to start on this side and do the same thing. Oh wait, no. How do I want to do this? I should think that you would want to go along the 2 straightaways that are the same first. I'm speaking out loud to myself and to you guys. Hi, Kimberly. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Romp it up. That's right. Romp it up. I have a couple that I bought and I like them, but there's something about the different things that I don't like about them. Like one of them that I got, it's all black and it's super cute, except for the back of it, it has like this big gaping hole, which is supposed to show your back. I get that, you know. But unless I wear something underneath, it's going to show, you know, my undergarments and stuff. And I don't like that. So I'm just like, okay, what do I do? You know, I'm also not 20 years old anymore. So I probably shouldn't. I don't want to be wearing something that people are going to walk by and be like, ooh, she really shouldn't be wearing that. She's too old to wear that or something. You never know. Or my kids would be ones that would say that, like, I don't know. I don't think that's your style. You like them now. It's just awkward going to the bathroom, right? Exactly. It's like taking off a bathing suit. Yeah, I'd have to wear a cami underneath, which then defeats the purpose of having a gaping hole in the back that's, you know, supposed to show things off in the back. I'm like, cover up. Bloom Chic has some cute ones. Yeah, I've bought things from Bloom Chic before. What's the other one? Starts with an S, I think. There's another one. It's like a sister company or something. Shein, I think it's called. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? I am working on my strawberry bag, so I'm just trying to figure out where to start on the next join. I think this was a good place as any. So let's do the corner here. What are you working on, Melissa? Okay, so I'm going to go in that corner. And then I'm going to go in this corner and connect. And then we are starting again. There we go. Oops. Did Sassy come in? Oh, you're talking about Sassy like rompers? That's right. Sassy romper. Oh, you're driving. All right, we won't talk to you too much, but we'll just know you're lurking while you drive. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get into that. You know when you do the slip stitch to connect and it kind of doesn't connect very easily? Like it doesn't leave a very easy back loop to get into. That's where I'm at right now. Here we go. Melissa G, is that how you do it, Amber? Melissa G. So I have to go to the post office today. This is Autism Awareness Month, and so on Mama G and Rusty's lives, I've given away a couple of 15-sheet sticker packs as giveaways, and I have an address for the first person who won, who's in Canada, and then I don't have the address yet for the second, so I'm waiting on that, and then those will go out. And I had a little order this week of a 3-pack of washi tape, so that's also going out, so that's exciting. You should, yeah, Cal, it's nice. The reason I like Bloom Chic is because they're relatively inexpensive. And you know I shop at Ross, all right? Like Ross and Target used to be Mervyn's, but that obviously went out of business. I don't know how many years ago now, 30 years ago? Has it been? Oh my gosh. My handful gets away. I'll be doing my diamond art painting and crochet twisted headbands. I like those, the twisted headbands. Oh, good, Amber. I'm so glad yours came. Melissa G is in the house. That's right. All right, and we're off and running again. Here we go. I got to go see my furry niece. My brother got a new pup, so I had to go drop by their house yesterday because my son left his headphones there, and he needs those because he likes to listen to his music. And whenever we're in the car and stuff, he puts his headphones on and has his own music playing. And he left them there the other night, so I got to see my little furry niece. She's so cute. She's a little golden doodle, but she's like auburn tones, like an Irish setter. And she's so cute. Yeah, my daughter, my mother-in-law bought my daughter a bunch of those twist kind of headbands from Temu. I think she got a whole pack of different ones. They were really cute. And I was like, oh, I might have to steal some of those. And they looked really cute, which surprised me. Sometimes I feel like I can't pull things off. So I was like, I don't know. This one I liked, but it doesn't want to stay. So I don't know. Do people put bobby pins to hold them to your hair, or you know what I mean? Like they just want to pull backwards and then be done with holding back hair. I don't know. But they had really cute prints on them. And they were super soft too. Kind of like this material, you know. Hello, David. How have you been? How was work? Oh, the little munchkin just came in. I think to get her iPad. Yep. Blue background. Jean Stanley Canada with a J on a blue background. Oh, I'm not sure what that's from. Hi, Ricky. How's your day going? I was just checking to see if I missed something, but I don't think that was for me. Oh, what did I just hit? Whoops. Crafty's saying hello to David. How do I get that to... Oh, okay. I accidentally clicked on the message and it pops it up in the chat or in the screen. I'm doing good. I'm actually working on... If Shy's around, you can tell her. I am working on attaching the strawberry bag together. So I already pinned it. Now I'm on the second stripe of going around it. So, but yes, I have to finish this one so I can actually start her Sakura Blossom one. I want to make that one too. Hello, Dee. How's it going? What are you working on? Are you dyeing yarn? What are you doing over there? The puppies are so cute, Dee. I saw the pictures you posted recently. Do they stay with the mom? So do you have the puppies there with you now? You're doing very good. Awesome. And I saw that if you guys are interested, I haven't gotten to watch it myself, but Sonnet, who was here in the Hive recently, she had gotten to go to the Fiber Festival in Salem, Massachusetts. And she did post a video that takes you through the Fiber Fest. So if you guys are interested, you should check out the Sonnet Silence. And her sister went to Salem for their Fiber Fest there. I thought that was so cool. So I will be checking that out when I have a moment. Those are good things to put on when I'm doing my drawing. So it's turned out so well, David. Yes, I love the bag that she came up with. I was actually thinking of doing the little bag charm like she did for the Sakura one, but for the strawberry one. I thought doing a little strawberry with the beads and everything would be really cute. Oh, your little one was homesick from school today, so I got to spend extra time with him. How old is he? You're dyeing yarn, Dee? Nice. Do you dye yarn every day? Seems like you're dyeing yarn most days. which is awesome. Oops, I missed one. It split. It split on me. There we go. All right, now I got to take out some more stitchy markers. So satisfying, right? Puppies are here with the mom. Oh, so cute. I love you have like a lighter colored puppy that has some specklies on him. He's so cute. That's like the one that really stands out to me. Granny D is in the house. Hello, Granny D. Howdy do, y'all. That's right. That's right. We do good. I think we're doing pretty well. All right. Now I'm to another corner. Get another stitch marker out of the way as I work my way down. Actually, this way. Go this way with it. There we go. Specs? Is that what you're calling it? He's so funny. I love his name. That's so cute. Your son's 11, just like my son, Ricky. Wow, they're the same age. How cool is that? It's a good age. I feel like he's like finally figuring out who he is or who he wants to be. You know what I mean? Like he's just coming into his own, and very cool. My son, he's got, I mean, you know, you've seen him come in, but he's got long hair. It's like probably close to my length. And, but he just, you know, he has it straight down and doesn't have it really styled anyway. And as I was going on, I don't know, it was Instagram or something, and a short came up, and this kid had asked for if he could do a wolf cut. I was like, what's a wolf cut? So I looked it up. It's actually a very nice haircut. It's very like, it's still longer, but it kind of comes out and sort of frames the face and has tons of layers everywhere. So it's just really like, I guess that's where they get the wolf in there, but it's so cool. So I showed it to him. I'm like, what about a wolf cut, James? And he's like, that's cool. So we might be going to get one soon. Like, you know, if you're going to have long hair, you got to do stuff with it. You got to take good care of it and it, you know, wash it properly, all those things. Okay, now I've done another corner. Now we're at another straightaway. I like the straightaways. The corners, not as much, but I like the straightaways. They make it a lot easier. Oh, okay, so is this like a new thing, Winsome? I'd never heard of it before, but I was like, I found a good picture too. I showed him a picture and I was like, his hair, I actually held it up to James. His hair is like the same. It's that dirty blonde, they used to call it, where you get some blonde highlights, but you have a lot of the brown undertones. So cool. I can show you, hang on, I'll show you the one that I keep showing him, or that I did show him. Hang on, let me find it really quick. I have it on, I saved it so that I could take it to the hairdresser and say, can you make his hair look like this? So let's see if I can show you. Okay, hang on. This is the one that I showed him. Isn't that cool? So it's like that kind of bedheady sort of layered look, but James's hair color is very similar to that, with the blonde and the dark in there. So how cool would that look? I was like, then I could see your face a little bit more, but you still have it in the eyes. He likes to have it up in his eyes. Not in his eyes, but covering some of his face, I guess. So. Oh, really? I wouldn't say he knows what he wants to do yet. he really, his interests right now are still very much video games. But we keep telling him you could make your own video games, which would be pretty cool. The greenery of the chat. That's right. Green grass and then the blue mod? Yeah. Mods? That's what we call you guys. Vince Neil? Oh, very cool. There you go. Well, because, you know, he wants to look cool, and I get that. So I was trying to come up with a one that he would gravitate towards, and that's the first one that he's actually looked at and said, yeah, that would be cool. I know, Ricky. I was like, I could get my hair done like that too, James. We could be twins. He's like, oh God, no. JK. I'm going to be that mom that he's like embarrassed to be seen with. That's what I was thinking. Just like kind of, yeah, put some gel in it, scrunch it a little bit, little product. He could probably, I mean, those are the kind of things we need to start really teaching him now that he's a bit older, you know, all the hygiene stuff as they get to go through puberty. Aren't they lucky? Oh, you had a wolf cut, but you cut it recently. Did you like it? Yeah, I've done a pixie cut and really, really short. And in the back, I would take product and I would go like this and I'd have it like flipping out in the back, which was pretty cute. You had to put a lot of product in it. Otherwise, it would just fall flat. I've got 2 kiddos. I've got my 11-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. Yours is, yeah, your hair is very similar. Yep. But, you know, there were days that I wouldn't want to bother with it, and then it just kind of goes flat. So it's more upkeep. Right now I'm like, I don't like to go having to get my hair cut every 6 weeks or whatever. So I don't think it's probably been well over 6 months since I've had it cut. I know I'm supposed to go to get the ends trimmed and stuff, but I don't want to. Maybe I'll do it myself. I'll figure it out. Big Elvis hairstyles like some have in Japan. Do they have big hairstyles in Japan? I mean, I know that, I'm trying to think, like, because I watch more K-dramas than the Japanese dramas. I could watch them, though, because it's called Rakuten Viki. It's kind of like their Netflix in Asia. So it has all the different Asian countries, and you can watch them. So China, Japan, Korea, everything. You go once or twice a year. Well, I remember an anime, David, where there was one I watched. I think it was Hunter x Hunter. And one of the guys had like pompadour sort of style where it kind of like, I don't know, has the little roll in the front. That's kind of what you're thinking too, right, David? I have quite curly hair, so I don't need to use product. Oh, there you go. No, my hair is so straight. I was always told I have very straight hair and I have thin hair, but I have a lot of hair. So it's a lot. It takes them a long time to cut it because I have so much hair, but it's thin. So it just, I don't know, just takes a while. I'm going to finally re-dye my hair for tonight. I was supposed to do it 2 weeks ago. What color are you going to do? Okay, I know what you're talking about. I guess I'm thinking of it more in a animated version, you know, the anime, Japanese anime. Hi, Kimmy. How's it going? I got my furls hooks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't used them yet, but I'm planning to. Very excited to use them. Ooh, dark purple. Oh, that's going to look nice. I approve of that color. Love purple. Yeah, lots of hair, but very fine. Yeah, it would take forever for them to cut my hair. I'm like, what is taking so long? In my head, I'm thinking, I don't have that much hair. I mean, it's like, it's not like it's thick or anything. They're like, no, you have a lot of hair. You just have a lot of thin hair. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was so sweet of you. All right, now we're on the next straightaway here. I've done another corner. Are you gonna show us, Andy, when you get your hair done, or are you gonna keep it all to yourself? There we go. And I probably will get off here pretty soon just because we still have a lot of school to do today, and I need to go to the post office. Oh, good. You'll show us. Yay. Oh, you get your hair permed? But your hair is so long, dude. Is yours considered a perm, or is it like a body wave? Because I feel like your hair kind of did what I wanted mine to do that one time I tried to get a body wave and they permed it. Shirley Temple, no thank you. It does not look good on me. Come on, there it goes. My color palette? My color palette for what? What I wear or like what I'm making? Whatever it is, you know I love color. Color is my jam. I can appreciate black and white art, but I am not very good at doing that myself. You know, I tend to go all colors. All right, David, have a good night. You embraced the curls. There you go. It's a very curly perm. You had a perm for your senior prom. Nice. I had my hair short. It goes to my shoulders senior year. Junior year, when I came back from summer break and was then in my junior year, I had cut my hair short, like super short, and I had dyed it pomegranate red and shocked everybody. Before that, in sophomore year, I had long hair, and it was the dirty blonde, that just my natural color, wispy bangs. I had come back and I looked like a totally different person. You got a perm and they forgot to neutralize it. All my hair fell out. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that's crazy, Dee. Like completely fell out, or that? Oh man. How can they forget to neutralize it? I mean, I could see somebody doing that at home by mistake, but at a hair salon? Come on. Oh, my eyes and my hair. Thank you. Yeah, my hair as I've gotten older has got more red in it than it used to have. Maybe?
Because I bought it.
You bought it?
No, Dad bought it, but it's mine.
Oh, okay. You bought it for you? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that, man. That's crazy, Dee. We're all picturing Dee like coming out of that with no hair, you know. Oh, how's it going, Tina? Yeah, you got a little Lizzie sighting there. She needed help opening a Gatorade bottle. Sores all over your head. I've seen that in movies, you know, where somebody's, I don't know, not paying attention and they make a mistake and they have their hair like around a curler, but it like singed and the whole thing comes off. I've never seen anybody do that on an entire head of hair. At a college of beauty school. Oh no. That kind of explains it though, because they're still learning, right? I bet you never went back there. My hair is falling out pretty bad. Oh, Lana, I didn't know that. And that can happen, right? As we age, we can start having thinning happening. There's been times where I'm like, is it getting thinner? I don't know. I start asking my husband, can you look at the light? It's tough. All right, I'm rounding the bottom of the bag here. Thanks for popping in, Granny D. Have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. So we're coming up on it. You wore bandanas for 6 months. Oh my gosh. Did it take a while for it to grow back in since it caused the sores and stuff too? Ugh. That's terrible. Poor thing. Well, this one got to cut my hair short since treatment took his. Yeah. Yeah. My brother's hair started thinning when he was he in his 20s? I feel like he was in his 20s when it started to thin. And he started to just shave the whole thing because he didn't want to have the thin on top and then have a round. So he just, and he, lucky for him, he has a very nicely shaped head. I always told him, like, you have a very nicely shaped head. It works for him. It works really nice. And it's always funny too, because like he can have a beard, but I guess it's a different, because it's a different area. It doesn't affect the facial hair if the top hair is going away. You know what I mean? So he has a beard, but he has no hair on the top. So it looks great. Embracing it, you know? Oops. But anyways, I guess at this point I probably should head out so I can finish up the school day with Lizzie. Oh, yeah. That happens. I'm sure you ended up with questions, right? From people that know you. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your weeks, and I hope you're having a good weekend too coming up. I'm excited. We have one more day and then it's the weekend. Hopefully you guys have some fun plans, get some relaxation time in, do some crochet, you know, all the things you've been wanting to do. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.